Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Yukir tribe. And I have to say guys, I am so happy to return to them. I enjoy so many of our niche adventures and challenges and legacies, but there is something about the Yukirs in particular that I am so in love with. I come back in and I see the snow falling from the sky. I see them gathered under their family nest trees, collecting up their nuts and exploring the snowy lands, and I just fall in love all over again. We have followed the Yukirs for over 40 hours now in game, and it has been amazing. That's a third of my entire niche experience since I started playing niche, and I think that's why I am so dramatically biased to the Yukirs, even though they're on an older version of the game, and so deeply in love with them. And they were the first tribe that we started sharing their save files with you guys with, and today we are going to be sharing the save files again. So I am going to update our Dropbox, and I'm going to make it possible for you guys to start playing with our niche creatures here in the Yukir tribe in version 0.4.1. Be sure you follow the instructions to run the older version of the game if you want to enjoy the Yukirs. It will not run on the newest versions, at least the newest pattern type versions, which is a bit of a pity. Imagine the Yukirs if they came in all those different colors, right? But I'm going to upload that again because I think at the end of the day today, we are actually going to be leaving this island and we are going to be headed to the next snowy land, the next hard snowy island, in search of another ancestor frozen in the ice. I think it is about that time because we have some wonderful pairings that we have finally managed to breed, with Ulais breeding with Sela, and Sela is the perfect Yukir. The only thing she's really missing are those dark black mega horns. Those are kind of like considered the most attractive trait that a Yukir might have. Those handsome black mega horns, kind of left over from Kuv. He was really amazing. He was a very good father, and he kind of just left that impression that the black mega horns are very attractive amongst the Yukirs. But she has the mega horns, the armored body, cracker jaw, and that hammer tail. So she is a perfect Yukir with high fertility, E and H immunity. She has her mate Ulais, who has he's got a few quirks with him, but he carries double mammoth foot. So we are hoping to send mammoth foot over to the next island as well and not lose it this time. We want to make sure plenty of the little ones we send are going to have mammoth foot so we don't lose it. We lost it last time with Anakin Skywalker. Do you guys remember him? He was so fantastic. We lost it with her son, unfortunately not passing the gene on. So we want to try to send maybe at least one creature, fingers and paws crossed, with doubled up mammoth foot, and otherwise I think we're going to be really well off with a lot of their kids going. But also, if they manage to survive long enough to make it happen, with Akka and Dethandrius having some children as well. Dethandrius has been trying to have some children who fit the bill and are ready to go, but so far his kids with Simi, while really awesome because we have Athlinda here, and we might send her because she does have recessive megahorn and H and D immunity, which is not really included in, or going to be included in these guys' kids, but we want to send mostly creatures who are already like perfected so we don't risk losing some of these genes, because you cannot just like mutate them in the mutation menu, which I think is a fun challenge. But Elflinda might go because she does have those really important immunity genes that are not available elsewhere. But we'll have to see if Simi's next child will be born, and it will possibly be like Sela, a purebred Yukir. If so, then it will probably go. But if not, we do have Akka, who would be a purebred Yukir, except she has doubled up immunity. But if she's able to pull off some purebred Yukirs with Dethandrius, it will be their children who go instead. But we have three possible pairings right here. Dethandrius sharing two mates, kind of consoling little Akka up here because she has sort of been on her own. She has doubled up immunity. She actually had a nest sibling, not a blood related sibling, but a nest sibling who was pecked off by the blue birds in the sky, kind of like the, what did we call it? We called it the justice of Yuki, the snow god's judgment on the poor little sickly sibling, nest sibling that she had. That one got pecked off, and she's still here though, so we'll have to see how that works out. We do have some other purebred Yukir over here with like Corey, who has E and D immunity. We've been kind of really actively breeding, but we don't really need to terribly much more because really you can only send 5 creatures. So I think now we're just going to focus sort of on this little group and maybe Corey's children, since Corey does have Megahorn. She has blue eyes. We've got a good selection. I'm pretty proud of this section. We have a good selection of creatures to be able to breed and children that Ulais can pick to send to the next island. He has sort of inherited that role from his father and his father before him to send on the little nichelings to the next island, and this time they know that it should be a search and rescue mission where they grab the ancestor and flee the island so that we don't end up like almost dying and getting caught in an avalanche. They will forever remember Black Rose's memory of being caught in that avalanche and almost dying. So this time we'll run to the island, grab the ancestor, and leave, which is what you guys have suggested. But we will have to find a snowy island ASAP because we will take a penalty for not breeding on snowy islands by putting a trait that could possibly make us lose one of our very special traits into the mutation menu. So if we are not breeding on an island that at least has snow somewhere on it, then we're going to say that the Yukir tribe adapts to that island and loses their special snowy abilities. And that is to keep me from just perching on a nice pretty island with no snow forever and ever and gathering up all the food, because that would take away all of the challenge and all of the richness to their story. All right, there's Andrea. She also is a purebred Yukir with doubled up immunity. So yeah, really, we're ready to go. I don't remember why. Oh, mammut food. That's why I was dragging my paws so much. I remember now. All right. We've had a few of the older ones pass away, and Opal, who has turned out to be a fan favorite. I'm very tickled that you guys have fallen so in love with Opal. With Gills and the fishing tail, we may try with another child with her, so that I don't think we'll be able to get a child that will carry all of the fishing positive traits, so we can send one fisher with the group. But if for some reason we do, then we'll send a fisher with the rest of the group. But I'm constantly surprised because Opal has been churning out some really interesting children. In fact, the family menu is so smushed. Oh my gosh. Opal, where are you? There you are. Opal, I can't even see your kids. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, one of Opal's kids has been Zakai, and so this is what shocked us. Other than the tail, he's like almost a perfect purebred Yukir. But I don't think anybody on the back of the island over here, including our hedgehog army, are actually the kind of genes we want to focus on. I think it truly is time to move to the next island. We will kind of have a little bit of fun with this group because we have Akidok here, and he has been adventuring and traveling, and he dragged his uncle Tasco into it and his sister Ana into it, and I think he's about to meet Anala, and maybe they'll be mates, maybe they'll be friends. I don't think they'll pass on a kid, most likely because she can't really breed. I would be stunned. Maybe we'll let them try to have like one child, but they all have low fertility, so that would be kind of interesting. They may never have a child, not because I choose not to breed them, but they just may never be able to get pregnant, so that would be interesting. But Akadok has been wandering, and it's kind of split, so you can kind of like carve out just this group is the group that we're going to be focusing on breeding, and there's only 5 spots, so it's not like we can take a ton of them anyway, and it's important to store up the food. And I think that Ulais would start sending out through the snowy storm that falls down, the call that we should start gathering up the non-perishable food, like some of the nuts and other things, to send with the little adventurers who are going to carry on the noble legacy of the Yukir tribe to the next island. So he has started to send out the word that a lot of these creatures know they're probably never going to leave this island, but that's part of their lore and culture. They've accepted that, and the next generation is the one that they're getting super excited about because the adventurers will be born within it, and they will be examining each child and seeing, man, imagine how stressful that would be if you're the baby's born. Each child will be examined, and they will be seeing if those children have the traits that it takes to adventure to the new lands. So we have to just wait on the Mammut children, basically. And one final note, the hedgehog army. I am oddly in love with this little hedgehog army, including a Zakai, who, now that we don't really need his genes, will probably end up staying with them. But these little ones are just so fascinating. And I think that what we're going to do is, now that I am back home, I am no longer in Taiwan. Woo! I am back in the United States, which means back to my super fast, beautiful internet. And what I would like to do is actually play the Hedgehog Army as a side story, either in a little short arc that we could do for our niche daily series, since we have taken up the challenge of playing niche at least once a day for the rest of the year, which should hopefully work now that I'm home again and I no longer have to rely on my kind of interesting internet that went in and out depending on if we were having a typhoon or not in Taiwan. But now that I'm back home, we may either do those side stories where we will do episodes and I will upload them kind of like a little side story, or we will do streams. We could do a live stream where we follow the Hedgehog Army or other little groups that we have to leave behind, or we'll take a different island path and we could see kind of an alternative, our alternative story from the main series stories we do. So for the Yukirs, I would like to play the Hedgehog Army either as a side story in the future or play them as a stream that we could do together. And we could take the whole little Hedgehog Army group and we could travel over to this island, say, and we could see where this different branch of the Yukir family tree would end up going. And don't worry, I know these guys are very old and they wouldn't exactly make it before we could get them to the next island. So I do have older saves that we would back up and we would load, and then we would just take the hedgehogs and probably Zakai, because he kind of really loves hanging out with the Hedgehog Army, and we would send them to the next island and we would play with that group and say that that's their like official canon side story. Canon, for those of you guys who are not familiar, means like the official story for this group. So those kinds of things will be happening in the future. So whenever we leave an island, I will always try to back it up and back the save up. And then if we ever want to do like a side story with a segment or a group that we really fell in love with, or take a different path with them and have like an alternative universe twist to our tales, then that's what we'll do. And sometimes we may do that in streams. All right, so catching you guys up on all of that blather, let's go ahead and see what kind of babies we may have born from Sela and Ulaz, and what kind of young adventurers for the new island might begin making their appearances. Is she good? Darn, we were so close. So close, so close, so close. We need that hammer tail. No. Oh, darn it. All right. Well, we were really close, but no hammer tail. Meanwhile, Linda here has hammer tail. Oh no, why is she cold? She should be warm because her brother is right here. Darn, we're going to have to build another nest. All right. And I think that we'll have Simi build a nest right here where she can gather up these two types of food. And we'll have Tun Rimi hang out with his sister. Okay, he'll have to scooch because he went too far. They need to stay in a tight little triangle. All right, and then, oh no, we had the old uncle finally pass away over here. That's so sad. All right, Akadok will clear the snow for his sister so that she can wiggle her way over there. And hopefully these guys won't freeze before they're able to maybe wiggle their way over to her, to Anala, and help her out. But I don't think we're going to make it in time. She's going to be lost, a victim to the snowy cold. All right, meanwhile, can I get Akka? Akka is really, really, really frozen. Darn, and I keep forgetting Dethandrius is sort of blocked in right here too. He can't move over to this section, and all of the snow is kind of in his way, and he gets a little cold up here. So let's see if I can, I'm gonna try to rush him up into this hot springs. So that's gonna be really tricky. All right, and then over here, Corey is getting pretty chilly, but we can go ahead and move Flora up here, and Apil can move over here and kind of clear the snow away. It's not exactly a nut-bearing tree, but it is a tree, so I think Corey would go ahead and build her nest under it and keep these little ones near her. And Ferdinand, who is considered one of the most handsome nichelings on the island. He's got a lot of the desirable traits for a handsome Yukir nicheling, with those dark black mega horns, the hammer tail, and all of the traits except for Mammutfoot. And having Mammutfoot is kind of you're supposed to have a really gentle spirit, really willing to go out of your way, and very self-sacrificing sort of attitude. So he doesn't have like that, but he does have all the other very handsome traits and the ability to at least snag some clams and rush back over to watch over the girls and watch over who I believe Corey is his mate, if I remember correctly. You guys are playing fast and loose with my genes though, because oh my goodness, that's kind of pushing things. I wonder if I should send, I mean, Corey has just as much of the genes as Scylla. Scylla, all right, we're gonna have Scylla go ahead and have another child. So, oh no, the mating didn't work. What? Oh boy, this is gonna be harder than I thought. So unfortunately, honestly, why, little one, you were supposed to be born with the mega, or the hammer tail. I totally like played it up and everything. Curses. All right, so we're gonna name her, Nikki. I like that name. And again, this name, Nikki is actually repeated several times. So a lot of you guys have given me this name. It'll probably come up again in the future, but it is from our gigantic name list, which you guys have provided to me, and which I will try to remember finally to upload when I upload the niche save file as well. And hopefully you guys can use it. It's super helpful. You can always build your own niche name list if you need niche names by just jumping over and copy pasting all of the amazing names that people suggest. It's really, really, really fun. And I think it's really kind of those of you who mention to others, hey, thank you for your niche names, because I use them and they're really helpful for my stories. I thought that was really cool how a lot of people go out of their way to thank the people, even if people are leaving the names for me to use. There are people out there who are going out of their way to thank the people who leave them because they also copy those names. So I thought that was really cool. It's very, very nice of you guys to do. All right, and so if that's you, pat on the back, my friend, pat on the back. All right, let's jump down here. Opal, I guess you're pregnant, so I guess I should let you have that baby, just because it really sucked to be left pregnant like that, and I won't do that to you. And then Anakiri, I think, would be quite proud to stay near Opal with her mammut foot, and Fog also has mammut foot, and kind of help them all stay warm. Kuno is not cold, so I wonder why, but I'm not gonna budge him because maybe there's a good reason for that. All right, so Fog is going to stay over here. I think he's going to appreciate having a sibling to curl up with. Even if he has mammut foot, he needs a little bit of help staying warm in the cold. And then we were fighting crabbits here. That's what we were doing last time. We were having dramatic crabbit battles, I remember. All right, let's see. Can I get enough food? All right, Dubai, can you get it? Yes, all right. There we go, and everybody is still nice and close, so we don't have to worry too badly. Zakai can stay right here. He's not cold. I hate not being able to use up all of the energy. Okay, maybe he can scooch here. All right, he's still not cold, and he got a clam, so I call that a win. All right. And I guess the next pregnant one is going to be Corey. So we're still going for our perfect trifecta of nichelings who are going to have the perfected, purebred Yukir look with at least one mammut foot. Right. Oh yeah, the snow stopped. Woo! That's going to help me out a lot. All right, what do we have here? Kirta, nice. A young, handsome male. He would be kind of a little plain, but considered pretty handsome amongst the nichelings because he doesn't have the black antlers like his sisters actually. So they're Flora here and April are probably considered absolute beauties, especially April with those blue eyes, those icy blue eyes, and the black stripes and white fur, probably considered an absolute beauty for this land. All right, and who do you have here? Wow, look at her. Look at those violet eyes and that hammer tail. And she has one mammut foot. So we're missing the mega horns, but push come to shove, because I want this next generation to be the ones who leave. Ooh, and I need to be careful on our food stores. This little one might actually go, but I'm kind of scared of losing our antlers too. It's so hard to decide. We're gonna name her Wren. I like her. There we go. I really love her purple eyes. I think that would be considered really attractive, but everybody might be a little bit fretful about her lack of horns. All right, so let's have baby number 2. Nikki, you can come and play now. The snow has stopped, which is really going to help out like the entire tribe. Elias is probably like calling Nikki over to come and help him collect all of the little nuts around the place. Super important to help take care of everyone. Sila, let's go ahead and let you have another child now. And then let's see. Oh, that's right. Ethelinda might go, actually, because she happens to have double mammut foot and the hammer tail. So she might actually end up going. This is going to be interesting to see. I want this next generation to be the group who goes. All right, Simi, I'm going to come over. And come on. There we go. Pregnant with Deathondrius's next child. And I wonder if I can get this. I always forget. Akka, I'm so sorry. I always forget that there's this rock in the way. It was hiding under the snow. It's truly going to make me miss out on Akka's ability to breed with Deathondrius. There is no medical herb over here that we could use. Curses. All right, and Tamira, he might try to help out, like clear away the snow and things now that it's a little bit lighter over here. And April, I'll send her over because I feel like now that it's no longer snowing, the nichelings who are like purebred should stick around because they're probably very curious about, all of the nichelings who are going to be leaving for the next island soon. So I really want that to happen soon too. All right, Corey, I don't think you need to go ahead and have more children, so we'll let her just kind of stick around here. Ferdinand, he can come down here and start collecting up some of these clamshells to impress Corey. I think he very much likes her. And then Lavasa, we'll have you scooch over here. I could have her start, oh, look at all those clamshells. Wow, look at all that predator. Oh no, I send like the one creature with medium body. Oh, that's right, these guys have medium body. All right, Zolza, dive in between them. Defend. All right, and Andrea, I need to get you like warmed up, little Andrea. Is she like badly frozen, cold? Oh, she's just cold and has the common cold, so she should be okay. She's not like frozen to where she's gonna take damage. But down here, Zola, who is a purebred Yukir, but with really low fertility, which is why she was sent over here, is defending Lavsa from this carnivore. And this is not the Bunya playthrough, so we don't want that carnivore here. All right, we'll have to see how that ends. I think it'll be okay because the carnivore won't be able to get past her armored body. Meanwhile, Analala, oh, she has one of the mammut food. I just love this little family, but I do think we're done going through and breeding them, and we're gonna name this little one Fuyu. There we go. So why not? This is gonna be Fuyu, and she's just I think she's just really charming and sweet, and so she's gonna live here with her family. I think that her brother Fog is really happy to take her under his paw. And oh my gosh, there's one of the Dodomingo. I think Rosalia would be so curious about those Dodomingo. Let's see. And Opal, we can have Opal. Oh, look at all those. So many clams. There's actually, no, Opal, keep your name. There's actually so much food here when it's not busy snowing. All right, let's get this crabbit. Very nice. Managed to fight off that crabbit. And then let's see, there's some, no, I forgot, Dubai doesn't have the ability. Oh, curses. There's this whole gigantic crabbit army over here. It is just really cracking me up. There's so many. No, Zakai, I'm sorry. You slipped into the water fighting the crabbits. I've got to get him out of the water. Whoops. All right, well, let's have one more round of baby births, and then next time we'll probably really clip along because we've got everything all laid out. You guys know about some of the events that are going to go down. We're never going to reach Anala in time. I'm so sorry, Anala. Oh dear. All right, let's see if we have some of our adventurers, because everybody knows the criteria in the Yukir tribe for the next group that's supposed to go, and everyone is staring at every pregnant belly and expectantly into every nest, waiting for the perfect adventurers to be born. So will this be it? Oh my gosh. Wait, I think this works. What? Oh my gosh. Guys, this actually works because she can get food. She can get food on the Heart Island, no problem. What? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay. we have platypus beak, which technically replaces just cracker jaw. She has mammoth foot, she has mega horns, she has armored body, she has hammer tail. She's actually a purebred Yukir. Cracker jaw doesn't count as purebred. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna name her? Oh my gosh, this tickles me so much. This is why I love the Yukirs. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I've got to find just the perfect name for her. I'm going through. I need more names on this name list. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely expand this name list. Let's see. Whoo, that's just too much fun. Okay, first name that seems to fit. Kawira. I like that one. So Kawira has been born. And I wonder if she's like a gift from the god Yuki, because she's perfect in her own special way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, she truly is, guys. I want to see her as an adult. All right. This name list, I swear. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at little Kawira. Oh, look at her. She truly is perfect. This is amazing. She has the hammer tail. She has everything I wanted. Just like now she can also feed from the bottom. So yeah, the mix of maybe Tata and Yuki decided to kind of get together to give blessings to this little one to be born as it was, because that's amazing. All right, and then we have Lalara, which is actually a gorgeous name, so I'm going to leave it. And Lalara is unfortunately medium bodied. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to get what we were going for from most of these little ones. And actually, now that I look at it, I don't think Elflinda would go, even if she has double mammoth foot, because she does not have armored body. Nikki has armored body, mega horn, and she just doesn't have the hammer tail, so she still would rank higher in who we would send. But oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. And yeah, we're definitely safe from this predator. Well, all right, guys. I hope we can get enough Yukirs. I might just have to send like 1 or 2 with mammoth foot, but I really worry about losing mammoth foot. Honestly, like Elias is almost perfect. He just needs like a little bit more, just a little bit more. So we'll have to see if we can get mammoth foot properly tucked into the rest of the tribe. Very important. I may have to send Elflinda after all. That'd be kind of a risk, but better to send one with double mammoth foot than no mammoth foot at all. So we will look into that. We will definitely see what we can do. But I'm tickled to pieces because Kawira's birth, that's hilarious, and it's perfect, so it's going to work out. But all right, I have rambled long enough. Don't worry, we'll be definitely picking up the pace next time. I just needed to explain some of the cool things that we're going to be doing with Yukirs and how much I love them. And leave your names, you guys. My name list is actually getting a little bit thin when I scrolled through it just then. I was surprised, so I could definitely use more help, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.